What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to an all-new Let's Play Europa Universalis 4 as our Odyssean/Indian World Conquest. We are on the 26th of December, 1564, and though it has been a few days since I've played this last campaign, we obviously are still in the war with Gujarat, and obviously we are trying to annihilate Wanpar, while also trying to seek a separate peace from Wanpar itself. So as we diminish most of their territory, we are going to cede it on over to us, though it is going to take quite some time. One of the only other things I want to point out, we have 3 diplomats, which is very bad. We want to go ahead and utilize those. We have a lot of power. Administrative power, diplomatic power. Surprisingly, we have 5 of 4 diplomatic relations, so we might want to do something about that. And we have 3 generals, but a lot of military power as well. In 7 days, 2 of our naval equipment manufactories, 1 are going to be produced. 1 will be in Lucknow, which is obviously the province that produces naval supplies. So we're going to be making some money, 18 development, though not as much as I had anticipated. And also Tripura, which should be way the heck over here. I don't know if this was really a good spot to build a naval equipment factory, but who knows. The idea is if we do improve this production, it should obviously grow and grow and grow. So let's use our diplomats right now. I guess what we need to do, a lot of people are going to be upset once we take territory from Wanpar, so let's improve relations with Persia. Let's improve relations with Kashmir, even though we're allies. And you know what? I don't think we need to do that. Let's look at Yarkand. They do not like me. I don't really want them joining in to a war against us. And who's really going to be upset the most? I guess that's my question. We are Dundar, Sindh, Wanpar. Bengal, Gujarat, and Wanpar and Sindh don't matter. But where is Dundar? This ridiculously small province that is going to be angry no matter what I do. So I guess we can improve relations with Chagatai. Bring us up by +9, not very much at all. Eventually I'll probably want to begin improving... Wow. Genoa has taken a lot of territory. I don't think I've ever seen that. That is kind of crazy. Genoa is obviously this very, very small city-state way the heck over here. They started with, I believe, 1 province in Azov. I could be mistaken. They probably had a few others. But it looks like they kicked Crimea's butt. And now Russia is probably going to obviously stomp them out. I believe they are different religions. Yep, this is Catholic, so therefore Orthodox and the Catholic faith are going to fight each other. Anyway, so let's go ahead and let the game clock tick on by. We are now on the 1st of January, and obviously our naval equipment factories have finally finished up. One thing that I do want to be cognizant about is I don't want Ming to basically get any aggressive expansion towards me, because I feel like I would get annihilated. I have the ability to bring in Mewar here into the fray, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that. And all I really want to do, it looks like we already have the capital here, so Wanpar will most likely give ourselves that separate peace very, very soon. And I'm probably going to wait until I actually take the city of Wanpar. Surprisingly enough, the country of Wanpar does not own the city, with 24 development. Looks like Gujarat is retaking some provinces in the south. 57% chance of surrender. Let's bring in... Unfortunately, no leaders with siege. But maybe we could start trying to conquer some additional territories and see exactly how we plan to move forward. Mewar attacked somebody. I hope it's not Gujarat. I still don't know. But obviously Gujarat is now in a battle. We've retaken the city of Wanpar. Can we take our 2 provinces? No, we cannot. Negative 124 reasons. Though very soon, I'm sure that will tick in our favor. Let's send you here. You are going to go here, and you are going to go here. All of our, all of our vassals are just sitting pretty, not doing all that much. And really, I just want to get out of this war with Wanpar, try to annihilate Gujarat, and then obviously take a lot of additional provinces inside the Joa trade node. Ooh, there's an estuary here. I don't think I realized that. So if we could somehow take that estuary, we might potentially get around 8% just from that estuary. You know, I don't know if I did that right. Maybe around 6%. And then all of that will go over to Odisha. So that's going to be really awesome. I think that's actually going to be my #1 priority. Maybe take the entire coastline and then obviously go after them. Because then they won't really have a navy. And then if they don't have a navy, they can't necessarily build up trade ships. So we've improved relations with Persia. Let's improve relations with Russia. Though, who do they have a royal marriage with? Or a junior partner? Odoyev. Very small province. I believe it is right here. It is an OPM or a one-province minor. Alright, looks like we are being assaulted, so let's bring in some additional troops. We have our Glory Seeker here, going to be getting not only more prestige, but army tradition, assuming that we win this fight. Yikes, I don't know if we're going to win this fight now, as they have additional reinforcements coming down. Well, we won the fight, and now we have an additional fight going on. Even though we have more troops, they have a better general. I think we're going to win this as well, due to our quality troops, giving them the additional discipline. Well, there it is. I was not thinking that would work that well. Okay, you have some additional cannon. Unfortunately, we have 5. We have the maximum amount of artillery barraging at a single point. I really want to go ahead and just embrace the Renaissance because everything is so expensive. Speaking of the Renaissance, we are slowly starting to get that institution spread. And what about colonialism? And I can't click it for some reason. That's very odd because I used to be able to click it. Okay, printing press is spreading in most of the capital regions all around the world. Looking at global trade, obviously, I don't think that'll even start spawning until the year 1600. So I think what I'd like to do is I've got about 40 years to try to trigger global trade to start spawning in our provinces rather than some other European province. And I am just about ready to find Wanpar and try to take these provinces, though it says we have negative 125 I guess, options to take that. What's the word I'm looking for? Reasons to deny this. Negative 126. Though once we take all these provinces, it should obviously swing in our favor. Can we move on over to Delhi? Yes, we can. And Mewar definitely has quite a bit of troops. I'm losing manpower, which isn't necessarily all that great, but once Wanpar is out of this fight, everything should get a lot easier. Let's send 1 unit here, 1 unit there, and we now own all of Wanpar, or at least we will within the next month. Let's speed this up, and what I want to do is get myself a white piece very, very soon. I have a lot of coin, so I could actually spend money on either workshops. Actually, all of these are not worth my time. What about some barracks? These aren't necessarily worth my time either, though I will build one in the area that has 3 free slots. This one has 3 as well, but it's very far away. Where is Varanasi? Is it way the heck down here? I think it is. Am I going to be completely wrong? Yes. So the idea is there are a lot of... I guess they have a courthouse. But if I basically brought this on up to roughly 20 development, we probably could swing out a lot of manpower. And I think I'm going to try that. I'm going to bring this up to 50, or excuse me, 20. Now I have, I guess, 4 free slots, and I have a lot more manpower, so let's build ourselves that barracks. And it says we're only going to get 250, but as we make this into a state, this obviously produces silk as well, which is nice. But as we produce this into a state, this autonomy is going to go down. The manpower, production, and taxation are all going to go up. Okay, all that's really left is Wanpar's army. Can we take what we want? Yes, we can. We are only negotiating with themselves. Can we take some of their money? Yes, we can. And let's just finally get out of this war. So I guess we gained around 40 development, so I am happy about that. We are going to have to core these. And let's boost the stability. So basically, once this 36 months are over, so we have 40% overextension, and I believe it's because we have roughly 40 development that we cored. So in any given war, we can really only take about 100 development. But obviously it is going to get more efficient over time as we unlock administrative efficiency. I am happy. Were both of those provinces, yeah, they were in the Doab trade node. Now, don't get me wrong, that's not bad, but I would really like to flow as much money as I can into the Bengal Delta and then just swing on over and swing on by if we even can. I was thinking about getting some sort of exploration idea next, but I feel like if I got offensive ideas, I could probably defeat Ming fairly easily. But then again, I don't know if I should really risk it. Let's see what we can go ahead and accomplish. So Mewar obviously annihilating Sind. We are going to be sending the rest of our troops on down. And you guys can retake Shaw. You'll go here, and you will go there. Still have a lot of income. Our manpower is... we can make 825 troops a month. Though, sadly... unfortunately, we are losing more than we are actually producing. But I feel like very soon, this is going to, you know, end. Sending up 12,000 here, 12,000 there. Are we about to have our battle? And I feel like we're about to win, despite having a -1. Ooh, we have to walk the opposite direction, just to move to the left one, or to the west. And so what I want to do, I want our white piece with Sind. I don't think they're really going to offer me anything unless I just run straight through Mewar. We are allies, I believe, so let's ask for military access. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run straight to this province. In fact, I'm going to take this unit as well. Run straight to that province. And then once we start sieging down their lands, I'm sure they will gladly give us that white piece we were looking for. I'm happy that we took this area and this area because eventually we are going to own more and more of this main river. And hopefully capitalize on our trade investments. Alright, looks like we're having a massive battle here. We lost one light ship. Now, don't get me wrong, I think we conquered one ship as well. I don't know what happened. But anyway, we gained a cog. I obviously did not buy that, so we conquered one. Any damage at all, you will go repair yourself, so let's do that. Bribes are growing more accepted, gaining some corruption as well. Okay. Our units are moving to the north. Military access from Mewar. You are my ally, so might as well. Should I bring over these units to annihilate Sind? And what I want to do, I don't know if I ever actually said anything. I absolutely want this estuary, and I guess I will give Mewar these two provinces. Now, this is what I need to be cognizant of. Obviously, a lot of people are going to be upset, but they're mainly the people that already don't like me. So, it's mainly the countries like, you know, obviously Sind, Chagatai, Dundar, Wanpar, who we just went to war with, Bengal, who used to be a one-province minor, though they are getting stronger and stronger. We have annihilated Sind. You are going to go here. You are going to go to their capital. And I'm sure once we take their capital, I see it's right here, Seiwan, they are probably most likely going to want to get out of this war. We're losing a lot of troops, and I don't think it's necessary. Negative 14% chance to surrender. Let's bring over some cannons and obviously make a world of difference. Very soon, we are still waiting on these cores. And I would like to basically keep going with this institution spread, but because we still haven't unlocked the Renaissance, it's going to be a little bit harder. Luckily, it looks like our capital here has begun embracing the Renaissance and the printing press, though this won't be done until 1602. At least we have some progress on it. We have lost one ship. Not bad, though. I'll make more if I need to. All of you are now going to make your way over to this Hills province. You need to go here. You need to come back. And let's take a glance. Would Sind like to get out of this war? Yes, he would. How much money could I take from him? I guess I could take quite a bit of money. We are only negotiating with him. And now everybody is going to come on back and just outright annihilate the enemy forces if we can. Yeah, I definitely want this estuary. I want to get as much trade power as I can. Sadly enough, I'll probably have to go to war with Maywar sooner or later because I feel like they have some trade ships in these provinces. Alright, you need to come here. You need to come there. I guess everybody needs to come out. It would be cool if I could make this guy into a vassal, but I don't know how viable that will be. You're going to go here. You are going to just sit back, relax, gain some manpower. Or better yet, just relax so the idea is we're not losing any manpower in those armies. Okay, we have an extra we have an extra transport ship that we don't need. I'll probably disband you after this war, or after this battle, I guess. Still doing quite a bit of damage. I just gained another transport ship that I don't need. You two will go here, you will go there, you are going to go there. And I'm guessing this war is just about over, despite not owning their capital. We are down to 11,000 manpower, and it looks like immoral prices. We should not meddle in these things. We could gain 10 influence and 15 merchant loyalty by attacking all of the peasants. We could lose a little bit of money. I think I'm going to pay the money because, sadly, I get that I could easily annihilate all of these peasants, but I don't really want to lose manpower. So, yeah, let's go ahead and just pay the money. And it's nice because now we could probably get another contribution. We paid 169. Now we're getting 547. I'm going to demand Diplo support. I am going to demand military support. I would like to demand administrative support, but we can't do it for 3 more years. Can I bring over some additional cannon and maybe somebody with some siege? Potentially going from -7 to, I thought it would be +7 as well. I'm getting a phone call, though I'm going to have to call him back in a moment. Okay, our war exhaustion is high. I am basically still going to be fighting in this war, but my idea of fighting is basically going to be just sitting down and relaxing for now. Probably for about a year, because we're making a lot of manpower. Though I would still like to be in a war while I'm sitting and gaining my manpower. Wave of Obscurantism, once again, we lost a lot of manpower. So I believe we could either lose prestige or get some national unrest. I feel like we're going to do the national unrest, because over time the war exhaustion will dissipate. It's been supposedly we've been in this war for so long that the populace wants to be out of it. And I guess that makes sense because we've lost a lot of manpower. Willy Smugglers. Send our best men to track down their collaborators, send an agent to recruit them as spies, or ignore them for the time being. I suggest we send an agent to recruit them as spies, because I don't want to lose Diplo power or money. Instead, I would rather lose prestige and money and gain some spy network. So I guess I'm going to do that, and ignoring them is not a good choice. You know what? Let's just go ahead and get out of this war. We waited about 3 months or so. We got some additional manpower. So what I'm going to do is I want all of these lands. I would like to take all of your money as well, but I don't think that's going to work out in our favor. And just to make sure, we're going to have 75% overextension. We have 0 right now. So let's take that estuary. Get out of this war. Hopefully these peasants will leave. And so now we are going to have our war exhaustion tick away. Our manpower is just going to go up and up and up. I do want to destroy these peasants now. And I suppose this ship, we can remove these 2 transports unless we need to move them down. All of our units have 12,000 troops, so we do not need these cogs. And I guess all of you will once again protect the Joa trade node. I'm really happy with all of our conquests, though my only real issue is my lack of manpower now. I'm hoping that no one really attacks us within the next year. But if someone does attack us, we have a lot of coin. We could obviously produce a heck of a lot of mercenaries. And we obviously have quite a bit of forts. I am a little concerned about some of these other nations. I'm curious, can we actually begin the annexation of Mysore? No, we cannot. It is very, very far away. Let's improve relations. And I also have corrupt bureaucracy, losing some corruption, and looking at Bamanis as well. We can improve relations. Surprisingly, they're not outright rebellious anymore. So that is nice. We're going to continue improving the relations of our vassals. And all I want to do is annex all of these vassals over time. And then basically, I am going to outright own all of the Ceylon trade nodes, all of the Joa trade nodes. And I'm going to make a lot of coin. I could go into trade ideas next. You know what? Let's actually look at all of our ideas. Once we get to level 55, which I guess is still pretty far away, the idea is I would like to do trade ideas, because then I could really make a lot of money, because basically all of the trade power would basically flow into one of our provinces. I could do exploration ideas, because basically I could start colonizing all of these lands to the southeast, and no one's really moved there just yet. So that could be very beneficial. I mean, look at all of these lands. They produce a heck of a lot of goods, at least the ones that we've explored. I mean, spices is going to be worth a lot of money. Gold, that's worth a lot of coin. I think eventually we're going to unlock... I don't see it now. What is this called? This is what I thought they were going to produce. Yes. I think eventually Chinaware is going to come down into Asia as well. I could be mistaken. Maybe it would be only in China. But yeah, let's... and so I could do exploration ideas and get that. But if I went with offensive ideas, all of my generals would definitely be very, very powerful. They would have another shock. They would have another fire. And ultimately, so every dice roll, they get bonuses. And all of our troops have additional discipline. So that is very, very nice. Very broken, too. So I'm not too sure exactly where we're going to be moving forward with those ideas. Should I go ahead and spend a lot of administrative power coring all these areas? I think I'm going to wait about 2 months. And just because the war exhaustion is going to tick down just a little bit, I think I'm going to wait till July. We probably saved roughly 3 administrative power. I don't know if it was worth it. But let's recall you and slow down the game map mode. It looks like we can finally embrace the Renaissance. This is absolutely ridiculously overpriced, but we are going to do that. And finally, all that's left is to embrace colonialism, which is slowly but surely making our way down, but I'm happy that now we don't have as much of a massive, massive penalty when it comes to embracing technology. Rather than paying $1,100, I believe it is still about $1,100. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to have to end this episode. I did get a phone call, so I will see you guys in another episode.